guys, welcome back to my channel. It's Grace. In today's video I'm going to be showing you how I did this makeup and how I got my hair like this. I did my makeup like this for my birthday. My birthday was a couple days ago. It was on the 29th and I turned 20 and yeah, it was super fun. Anyways, I'll show you how I got this makeup look. The lighting does not look like this in the next couple of clips when I'm actually doing the tutorial. I just forgot to film an intro and it's like later on in the day, so that's why the lighting's a little weird right now. Anyways, if you would like to see how I got this look, then just keep on watching. Okay, so now I'm going to move on to my birthday makeup look, and this is exactly how I did my makeup for my birthday. And I wanted it to look really glowy, really bronzy, and not too dramatic on the eyes, but mostly focused on the glowy skin. So first thing I did was I took the Urban Decay All Nighter Spray and I just made sure that my face was nice and moisturized and dewy looking. Next thing I did for primer, I like to use these two, and I use the Maybelline Baby Skin Primer and the Too Faced Hangover RX Primer. Okay, so for foundation, I mixed two foundations that I've been really loving recently. And they're both drugstore foundations. They're really good, really inexpensive. The first one is my Ride or Die foundation. It's so amazing. It is the Milani Conceal and Perfect foundation, and I'm in the color Sand Beige. And the foundation that a lot of people were raving about, and it's super inexpensive. This is by Wet n Wild. This is the Photo Focus foundation. Yeah, this is the Photo Focus foundation, and I'm in the color Bronze Beige. And I'm just going to take a foundation brush, buffing brush, and buff this all over my face. Before I go in with my concealer, I'm just going to color correct. I'm using the NYX Color Correcting Concealer Palette, like peachy color, and this dark peach color, and mix them together, and I'm going to apply that right underneath my eyes, and that's just gonna cancel out any darkness, and then I'm gonna put my concealer over that. So let me do that real quick. Okay, so now for concealer, I'm just going to go in with my RCMA VK11 palette, and I'm just going to mix a few of these shades together to get my perfect concealer color. Now for this, I'm just applying this pretty much all the way to the end of my nose. And then I like to apply some on my forehead, a little bit down my nose, on the bottom sides of my nose, and then on any blemishes. We're gonna go ahead and contour. So I have been using this foundation. This is the Lancome Tint Idol, I'm probably pronouncing it really wrong, Ultra 24-Hour Makeup, and this is much darker than I am, but this is in the color Suede, 460 Suede, and I like to use this to contour. So basically what I do is I pump out just a tiny bit, not even a full pump, like half a pump, and I like to spread it around on my hand. You can see how much darker it is. But then I like to take my foundation brush and coat it in that product and just buff this on the perimeter of my face, and it just brings a nice warmness and just really it's kind of like a liquid bronzer. Oh, I am dropping everything. And I make sure to blend it on your ears, because you do not want your ears to look super white and your face to look bronze. Like, no, we gotta set this so that it does not crease. So I'm going to go in with my RCMA No Color Powder, and I'm just gonna get some on my beauty sponge. And then I like to look sort of like up into my mirror, and then just bounce that beauty blender right underneath with the powder, and this is really going to set your concealer in place and it's not going to move. Now for the rest of my face, I'm not going to use the RCMA No Color Powder. I'm actually going to use a powder that matches my skin color. It is from this BH Cosmetics Contour and Blush 2 palette. I'm just going to be going in with this color, and I've used a lot of it, but it basically matches my skin tone. I like to mix it with this one up here. So these two, and this just adds a little more coverage. So for contour, what I used was the Kat Von D Shade and Light palette, and I used these two colors down here, Shadow Play and Subconscious. So with an angled brush, I just do a little bit of each color, tap off any excess, and just follow my cheekbone. So for this, I kind of make this weird face just because I feel like I can see my cheekbone better if I do this. Then I like to contour on the sides of my nose a little bit, just barely. I just take the leftover product that's on my brush and just sort of run it down the sides of my nose. Now for bronzer, I'm going to use the NYX Matte Bronzer. This is in the color Medium. I take a couple dabs of this. For my eye makeup today, I want it to be very natural, very simple. So we're only going to be using like 3 eyeshadows. So the first color I'm going to be using is from the Morphe 35O palette, and it's going to be this peachy color right here. So I like to take it on a blending brush, tap off the excess because it's really pigmented, and I'm basically going to just run this throughout my crease. So now that we've done our transition shade, I'm just going to deepen up the outer corner of my eye and sort of work it into the crease. I'm going to be taking a pencil brush like this, and I'm going to dip into this one right here. And I take a very tiny bit, and I'm basically just shading in the outer like third of my eyelid, and then I'm just going to buff it into the crease as well. So once we have the color down in the right placement that we want it, I'm going to go back into my blending brush and blend it out. With this color right here in the Morphe palette, I'm just going to take a little bit of that, tap off the excess, and I'm just going to apply this right underneath my brow. Oh my goodness gracious. It's a blinding. Wow. I'm just gonna go in with my blending brush again and just soften up the edges of it. Look at that. Dang. This same brown that we used in our crease and on our lids, I'm just going to apply this right underneath, very close to my lash line. Now I'm going to go back into my blending brush like this, and I'm going to take that first peach color. I'm just going to blend this all over my lower lash line. I'm going to go ahead and apply my mascara. I'm using the L'Oreal Telescopic in the color Carbon Black. This mascara, I've been using it for years, and it just really like elongates your lashes. Like, look at the difference. It's a huge difference. So I applied my false lashes off camera, and I used the Ardell Demi Wispies. And now we're gonna move back to the face. So for blush, I am going to use this blush. It is by Cargo. It's in the color Los Cabos. And it's just a really nice peachy blush. So for this makeup look, I wanted to look really, really glowy. So I'm using like 3 different highlights. The first one I'm going to be using is this e.l.f. highlight in the color Blush Gems. It's really pretty. what I like to do is kind of like scrape some off the top so I get a little bit in the lid. And then with my fan brush, I like to just spray it down with some all-nighter spray or with water or whatever, just get it damp. And then I like to take some of the product from the lid, just mix it onto the brush, and then apply it directly on my cheeks. The next product I'm going to be using is by Milani. This is their baked bronzer in the color 04 Glow. And I'm just going to use this on like an angled brush like this, swirl it in the product, and I'm just going to top off everything, kind of blend in the blush and the highlight together with this, and put a little bit on my nose. Then with my foundation brush, I'm just going to sort of go on the edges of everything and make sure it's nice and blended, and use this blending brush. I'm going to use my Strobe of Genius palette by NYX, and I'm going to take this color right here. I know it fell and it broke a little bit, but this one right here, you can tap off the excess, and then I'm just going to spray it like that. And I'm going to place this right like in the center of the highlight. With my finger, I'm just gonna blend it. And on the very tip of my nose, in between my eyes, on the bridge of my nose. So I'm going to line my lips with the NYX Suede Pencil in the color Sandstorm. Now, the lip color that I used on my birthday was this Liquid Catsuit by Wet n Wild. This is in the color Nudist Peach, and it's really good. I love the color. The formula is so nice. It's stayed on for so long, even after eating. The lip gloss I'm going to be using today is by Forever 21. It's their High Shimmer Lip Glosses. This is in the color Peachy Cheeks. For finishing touches, I'm just going to go ahead in with my all-nighter spray. Okay guys, this is the finished look. Thank you guys so much for watching. Thank you for sticking back on my channel. I know I haven't made a video in quite a while, but so glad that I was able to come back and make this video for you guys. I hope you liked it. If you liked it, give it a thumbs up, and don't forget, if you're not already subscribed, click the subscribe button down below, and then you can follow me on all my social media, my Instagram, my Snapchat, all that. All the links will be down below, as well as the products that I used in this video. So yeah, I think that's all that I have to say, and I will see you guys in my next video.